yeah, so the whole interacting with the community side of it, like, so I don't have a lot of followers. I'm still a little streamer. And the fact is, like, I take the time because I want to take the time to get to know everybody. And I don't see the point in sitting here dead fucking quiet and not interacting and not finding out what people have been up to that are literally taking the time to spend time with me for anywhere from like a few minutes to hours, you know, a day, multiple times over and stuff like that. I don't know, it's just like my way of I don't know, my way of being, I guess. And like, I thought of it from the very beginning. I'm like, as awkward as it is to talk and hear yourself talking and stream and stuff like that, like, I find if I go into a stream and like say something and nobody talks or acknowledges it, or like an hour or a fucking week later, whatever, it gets referenced and stuff, I'm like, oh, that's kind of like, I don't know, it's not so much like rude, but it's just like doesn't make me want to be there, if that makes sense. And I'm like, if I want to be there, it's because like I've gotten to know somebody and I find either their content interesting or I find them interesting or relaxing or whatever. And yeah, I don't know. I think the other thing too is it's not even just on Twitch, but like I talk to everybody that leaves comments on my YouTube and Instagram and Twitter, and you know, we chat in Discord, and I'm all over the place, like a fair bit socially. But at the same time, like if somebody's taken the time to like leave a comment or make a comment or ask a question or say hello, like some people, that's a massive thing. Like, it's sometimes even for me, if I go into somewhere and I'm like, oh man, I love this person's content, but I'm either like, I feel intimidated or I feel like, you know, like what I have to say or what I want to ask is maybe stupid, or maybe it's like an insignificant question, or maybe 100 people have already asked them by now, but I'll still ask it because I want to know. And I really appreciate it when people like take the time to like answer me, and especially if they're like passionate about something and they like get into it, and you know, then it's wonderful. And I'm like, oh man, you know, this person really enjoys this thing, and I don't know how to fucking explain it better than that. It's just like, that's just how I sort of feel about it, I guess. Also, I don't know why I changed that to a location. I need that to still be on her. Yeah, put that back on her. I'm still researching stuff. I'm still bidding stuff. Oh yeah, by the way, Mirthless, if you're wondering, after watching you playing Against the Storm all this time, I wanted to play Warcraft. So I'm playing Warcraft because holy fuck, I wanted to play it after watching your game for ages. I said this right at the beginning of the stream. I'm like, I really wanted to play this because I've been watching you play Against the Storm, and I'm like, man, I feel like playing Warcraft lately. I almost played Age of Empires tonight. It was either going to be Unreal Tournament, Age of Empires, or Warcraft, and I was feeling Warcraft, so we went with Warcraft. But yeah, I was leaning heavily towards either Warcraft or Age of Empires more because I wanted to do base building. And like, by this point in my life with Warcraft, I don't say a lot about what's going on. It's not like, say, RimWorld or PUBG, where I'm like, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna go do this. Like, PUBG, yeah, fucking Warcraft. I'm literally just, I'm building, I'm building units. And I don't even have a spare gold mine yet. Like, my gold mine could collapse. I should actually do something about that. Hold on. How's that going? Yeah, we should probably go do something about that. This has probably been cleared out. If it's not, it is night time. Hold up, let's go send somebody over there. Where is... Also set them all to heal. Can I have you fly over there, please? Just let me know what's going on up there. But yeah, I don't know. I'm so glad I love Warcraft. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, when you wake up today and like, I don't know, I just always have this like picture that like you roll over in bed and like pick up your phone and it's like, Prolix Live. and like say hello and roll back to sleep. I'm like, that's my image of what you do in the mornings and stuff. But I'm like, today you're gonna roll over and you're gonna see I'm playing Warcraft, and you're gonna be like, oh man, I need to watch that. So it's just kind of like that. Yeah, pretty much. Like, I don't know. I get that sometimes too with certain games as well. When somebody's playing something and I'm like, I see the notification come up, and sometimes I'm like, oh yeah. Like a lot of streamers don't actually say what they're playing, um, or like you have to read a little bit. Like you have to scroll and click and shit to like find out what somebody's actually playing, in like the go live message and stuff. And this is, I know I don't have gold. We're trying to work on that. Yeah, anyway, so sometimes I'll like click into somebody's stream and they've been on for like an hour or something because I haven't had time to be there, and I'm like, there's no rush. I will get there, or I'll catch their board, worst case scenario, you know? And in like cases like this, if it's a game that I really like and somebody's playing it and I'll get in there, I'll be absolutely kicking myself that I wasn't there sooner to like watch from the beginning. And I'll be like, fuck, well, I'm obviously going to be watching the VOD. And then I'm like, do I sit here and watch the rest of it, or do I just wait? And I'm like, I really want to see what they're doing at the moment and see what their like tactics and game style is and shit. And I have little chimeras getting made. I love how my people are like, oh, we're going to take these expansions. It's like, are you now? This gold mine. I'll be taking this if I can get to it before somebody. Give me somebody. Send one guy here. There's another one up in the corner, and if I can get to it, I'm going to get to it. I don't know if I can get to it, I'll be honest. I think it's probably got a dragon on it. But let's see if I can get you there. The true evidence that Against the Storm is Warcraft. Like, the thing with Against the Storm, though, is like some of the colors of the background is hard to like see clearly, especially if you're on like a phone or something. So I think like the blue one, and there's another one. There's a blue one, and I think maybe a purple one. I think there's a purple one that's like really, really visually dense and very hard to see on the phone. So whenever Mirthless is on those couple of maps, I'm like, fuck, I can't see what's going on. I'm like, if you either got to like sit on the computer and watch, or I've got to like, I listen on those ones more so because they're hard to see. Whereas like there's a red map that looks really nice, and it just looks like everything's covered in like, you know, those like Christmas flowers and stuff. It's like that. It's very pretty. Oh, there is nothing here. I don't have gold. We're working on it, okay? If I just sit here, look, it's already ticking over. What's that when your stream starts? I'm just about to start class, so I usually pop in and say hi, then return in about an hour and a half and get back into bed. Turn on your stream and chill until the end. I do fall asleep occasionally. That's so good. Like I said, like, you know, one of the main things is sleep is important. Like, I will never be mad if somebody's like fallen asleep during stream. I think the funniest thing is some of my earliest streams, are you an ally? I think this is an ally. I was going to attack an ally. Some of my earliest streams, the majority of my viewers generally slept through them. Not in like a sense of like it being necessarily boring, but just being like calmer, quieter, which is a weird concept to think about. Imagine my streams quieter. Like, mind you, my microphone was kind of crap back then, so it was a little bit quieter. I feel like I've got one of these things that needs to go up here and build me a thing. There's a red and silver trees. Yeah, I like that map. Yeah, I like that one. That one's really nice and easy. It just, like, I don't know, it feels like everything's more spread out. Like, I don't think I can zoom out here. No, I can't. I can zoom in. This is one of the few things I do like about, like, Warcraft 3. I remember getting stuck like this at one point and not knowing how to fix it. And I had a very confusing game, but I do like looking at shit. I was talking about, like, when I played WoW, I spent a great amount of time in one of these because I found one in the game. And I was like, this is awesome. Have I? Because I don't know about that. Can you stand up here? And let's put that. Yeah, I don't know. Sleep is very important. So, like, if you guys fall asleep, or you're going to bed, or going back for a nap or something like that during a stream, there's no issues. Like, generally speaking, like, you guys know this anyway, by now it's probably, like, the usual song and dance, but, like, you know, basically, life comes first. So, Like, my content has always been, like, I'm here, and I will be live at give or take the same times, weekdays, you know, all that shit. But, yeah, like, if you have time to pop in and say hello, I'm here. And I like to say hello back, but, you know, no urgency. I know that I've got enemies over here somewhere, and I'm just gonna go straight up and say hello, because I don't even know if they're still alive. Yeah, just keep going, everybody. Just go out there. There's got to be one here. Like, there's not. They could have killed each other. Mind you, there's 3. There's 1, 2, 3, and possibly 4, because that one's empty. And yes, I do hoard gold mines, so I will be doing that. I'll send you over here, actually. They'll give me 4 and 4. And if I make a couple for down here, 2, and you can make 2. You pop that in there. They'll have 4 up there. There'll be 4 on the other 2. I don't have a gold mine here. That'd be great. Oh, wait. How many has this one got? This one's got 5. It's fine. Oh, they already killed one over here. They killed it pretty early, too. Alright, next location. Let me select you guys. You're hard to select. Alright, off you go. See if you're alive. You're alive. Barely. You're reclaiming. Okay.
Research finished.
Where are you going? Hold up. Mate, can you... Wait a minute. Let it get ahead. Yeah, go follow that one. You two, come back here. 3. Alright. Well, it's bringing up an army. Let's turn you around and get that killed. There's one of the wolves. Yeah. There's Wolf Song. I know Scarlet was asking about the wolves earlier. There's even more wolves. Purple wolves. Actually, I think if you make yourself green, we could have some night wolves in here. Be great. Alright, you guys come back up here. We've already decimated the thingy. So, I guess that means that they're down here. And I'm gonna take a guess that this is their, like, final area. Yeah.
We must act.
I gotta love how this thing looks, so... This thing actually looks like it's, like, reviving... Get out of the way. Fucking go over here. This thing actually looks like it's reviving somebody, you know? Like, that thing looks awesome. Yeah, here we go. Here's your wolf, Scarlet. They're purple. I mean, we got some. Where'd the dude with the wolf go? I don't think he's dead. My hero hasn't even decided to come to this, and you know what? I might actually send her home. Go home. It'll be a lot safer. My allies are coming to my aid, though. I don't know where the wolf guy went. He might have died. I do like their barracks, though. I love the fact that they can hide in that and then, like, send, what do you call it? Throw, like, arrow, javelin things. I've always enjoyed that about Warcraft. You guys not getting in there? Let's send you home. Okay. Get everything rebuilt. Except for her. That's right, I never got that. I don't really need a lot of people, I just need a lot of chimeras. And surprisingly, for the amount of gold mines that I have, I don't have that much money. And I do need a few on trees, so we'll do that. And she got a level 2. She's a 6. Oh, she's a 6. Alright. Alright, well this is going to be real fun. Let me make a few people on the floor then, after all. How do I not have gold for shit? I guess I'm spending on everything. I don't really need her if I've got a 6 on the other one. I'm still gonna make her. Alright, so you're still alive, so let's put that on you. I love the fact that you can literally just put this fucking waypoint on them. I don't know if anybody else has ever noticed that and ever been amused by that, but the fact that it like runs around with them, I don't know why. It amuses me so deeply. I like her fan of fucking knives. Alright, so what I want is I do need a few people. I need you to go stand out here.
Fair enough.
And the reason why I need a few ground units is I need them to huddle around her when we arrive so she doesn't automatically die. How many have we got coming through? We've got like 2-ish each.
I stand ready.
Alright, so 2-ish each. So stand ready. Takes me back a few years. Oh yeah. I made the fucking go live joke. I was gonna make another joke. I'll say it in a moment. But this one was like it takes me back 10 years because this came out in like '03 and it was in like July or something, so we're not yet to its like 11th year. So I'm like also like, or what are you doing coming and attacking me? It's not a good idea. Yeah, back off, mate. I'll tell you what. I don't want to use this yet, but we can recover it. You guys just hang around her. All of you just hang around her. That was a bit of a waste, but it's fine. If they came all this way, my allies should be moving around. So yeah, you can click on these. And they'll keep saying stuff. So I did that to Califax before, but let's listen.
Trust in my command. I am vigilant. We always land on our gold mine is running low. My tiger was trained for war. He's great. Curiosity killed my last ride. I got my tiger used from Siegfried Roy. Crouch, tiger. I sense a hidden dragon. When a tree falls in the forest, does it make a sound? We must act.
There you go, that's her cycle. This one, I haven't really listened to it that much. But I might go through hers too. Let's move you back. That got you a level like instantly. But yeah, I love that they all say different things. I think even these people do.
Your move. On your mark. Ooh, I'm all a quiver. Fear my leet skills. Let's move. 5 meter spread, no sound. I'm more than a ranger. I'm a night ranger. I'm not just some plucky girl you can string along. My release date's been changed. Shot through the heart. And I'm to
Our allies' town needs
I
help.
said a bowstring, not a G. Never mind.
I still can't believe they've got that in the game. Seriously. I... Like, when you sometimes click on them, I know that the Demon Hunter guy, he says some really outrageous ones. And it's like, whoa, they allowed that? I've got to wait until this comes back. So basically every time they attack and stuff. I don't know if these guys say anything different.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
It's fine. Yeah, I don't think they say anything specifically different. Yeah, my grove, you guys can stay out of that. Tell you what, let's send over that, the welcoming party. Let's send over you guys, and then you lot. Yeah, so the other joke, I heard a fucking amazing fucking comeback the other day. So you know how everybody's always like, hey, the 90s called, and they want this and this back, right? Like, that's the standard thing that everybody always, like, jokes about, is, like, whenever somebody's, like, you know, for whatever reason, doing or saying something, like, unfashionable from, like, you know, the old era type stuff. So the best fucking comeback I heard to it was somebody snapped back, yeah, they called because text didn't exist back in the 90s. And I'm like, oh, fuck, you're right. I'm like, wow, I didn't even think about that. But yeah, I don't know for certain that, like, texting was a thing, but I know it was, like, big in, like, the early 2000s and stuff. So, like, I think it was one of those things where it came out and was, like, uber popular and stuff. Because I remember, like, if you guys remember back this far, whenever you, like, sent a text, at least in Australia, it cost you 50 cents per text. And that was per text to one person. That was, like, not, like, if you sent a group text, that was per person. So, for every single person that received that text, which, by the way, even though you send it as a group, each conversation was individual. So, yeah, that was nuts. It was ages... Oh, my person died. It was ages before they brought in true group texting and stuff like that. Where, like, you could actually have a conversation with multiple people in one channel of, like, conversation and stuff. But, yeah, fucking... I remember when it got down to, like, there were special deals and you could text for, like, 25 cents. over Christmas or something like that, and oh man, you'd still make the same amount in texts. It was twice as many. The volume in texting was more. Yeah, fucking nostalgia for everyone. You're back of food. What did I miss? We talking old style Sims SMSs. Yeah, we're talking about old style SMSs because I heard a really great joke the other day where, you know how everybody's like, you know, the 90s called, they want this back and stuff like that. And the person snapped back with, yeah, because they couldn't text back then. And it's like, yeah, that's accurate. That's a fact.
Our
Like,
warriors have engaged.
Kudos to that fucking snapback. So yeah, then I was like mentioning about like what text messages used to cost and how they were like individual, and like it was a really big thing in like the early 2000s. And I just don't know if any of the phones really before that kind of did it. I think my chimeras are like holding out. Where's this last building? There's like one creature there. I could probably wipe you guys out. I want this thing to die. Go stand back over there. You're sacrificing yourself. Stop healing. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So yeah, how about $1 for megabyte of internet? Oh man. Yeah. I remember there was one point in time where my provider, Telstra at the time, sent me a MMS message and it had to download. And I didn't know that they sent it to me and was downloading. And it was downloading for like half an hour or some shit like that. It cost me $300 for the fucking provider message they sent me. I was livid. I was absolutely fucking livid because I was on a plan. So I only, like, I didn't know how much it cost me at the time. Because obviously, like, I had to wait until I got my bill. And then when I got my bill and I found out, and it was like, you could see it was literally for MMSs, which I had MMSs turned off on my phone because they were so costly. And yeah, that was just, oh, what a fucking punch in the face. I don't think I stayed with them for much longer after that. That was like one of those catalyst moments where I'm like, I can't trust my provider not to do this to me again. And potentially like sap me. Like if I was a regular user that had, you know, what do you call it, the prepaid stuff, what would have happened is I would have run out of basically like, what do you call it, funds, and it would have stopped. But yeah, fucking hell, it was bad. I'm trying to find out where they're all at down here. They decided to move. Let's move with them. Is it? I would be just pure scream. Yeah. Look, I don't know. I was generally pretty angry, but I'm still just generally kind of like, I don't know, relatively polite person, I guess. Polite and quiet. Like, it depends on the situation nowadays, but like for the most part, I just felt absolutely robbed by that. That was horrible. That was like, I remember that, I was saving for my first car too. So instead of being able to put down like a month's worth of like savings, I had to pay a phone bill. And yeah, it would have been fine. Like it would have been fine if I had have sent an MMS and if, you know, I was the person at fault and stuff like that. Totally fine. Whatever. Shit happens. But, to get it sent to me and for whatever reason for it to automatically download, I don't know how they fucking managed to do that back then. It was one of those things where it's like, you know how sometimes stuff like changes or updates the settings, runs an update and all of a sudden you've got like changes and stuff. I feel like it was one of those times. Let me send another one over here. There's scam providers, Jesus. You go to court with that. I would have been able to actually. But I was like, how old was I at the time? I would have been 17 because I was working since I was 14. So I had full-time work at 15 and I'd been working for a couple of years and I was saving up because I didn't have a car yet. And I got a car while I was like 17. And yeah, so yeah, all that's Oh, that's about right. I would have been about 17, so I really didn't want to argue a lot of this. You know, it was one of those like non-confrontational situations, and also it was one of those things where like family didn't back me up and believe me that like it was sent to me and not that I didn't do it. So I didn't have any like support for like proceeding with that kind of thing. So I do like Plains of Snow, but I play it a lot, so I need to leave that alone. Might get down into the actual Frozen Throne maps. Where are they? There. Alright, let's have a look at some of these. I'm sorry to hear that. That's alright. I'm fully aware by this point in my life that my family is absolute shit. So it's nothing new at this point. Just looking back in hindsight, it makes more it stands out more, if that makes sense. I'm gonna make this team insane again. And I want one ally. And the other one, I don't know. Let's actually make them both insane, see how this goes. I don't know. It's fun. But yeah, fucking nostalgia of old ass phones and what do you call it? The costs of shit. This is why I didn't end up with a smartphone until 2017 or 2018 when Pokemon Go came out. And then I got one because I wanted to play Pokemon Go. And my old phone was kind of dying. Like, I had one of those, like, really teeny fucking tiny, like, what do you call it? The Nokias. It was so tiny. It was perfect size for my hand. It was the only phone that I didn't drop repeatedly all the time. Just because it was small enough that I could actually fucking hold on to it when I was moving around. And, I don't know, I think my sound or something went on it. There had to be a reason why I didn't use it anymore, because I only upgraded when things broke 100%. Like, just weren't, like, I couldn't take calls or anything like that, like if the audio was not working. It's just annoyed with parents downloading, is it $2 phone games from the end of magazines? Oh man, I remember waiting for buses and watching everybody downloading their, like, their ringtones and like sharing where they found them and stuff like that. Oh man, that was fantastic. I didn't have a phone at that point, so I couldn't get into you know, downloading stuff. I only got a phone when I started working. Nothing beats slamming a flip phone down after getting, oh man, I miss my flip phone so much. I still have it. It's like saved as like a display thing, because it used to have all these like flashing lights on the outside. It had like a little external display screen that would tell you what the time was, so you didn't have to open the fucking thing. And like it would, oh, you could get like stickers and shit that would light up whenever a message was incoming or a phone call and stuff, and I loved it. And like keychains that would do that too. And it had like a million different ringtones, and it was in color. Oh my god, when it came in color, it's great. So it wakes up wagging tail, rubbing eyes with paws. It's something irritating your eyes, Nightwolf, because like you've been rubbing your eyes a fair bit. Also, welcome in, and good to see you wake up. I was basically sleeping on you in Discord all day anyway, so it's fine. I need a couple more of these. We're talking about like old school technology, Nightwolf. I'm not too sure like what wolves have out in the wilderness and stuff like that, so I'm not too sure if you're like aware of some of the old nostalgia stuff. So, oh yeah, absolutely. What a fucking flip phone, god damn it. You know, the funniest thing is, so like I always wanted one of those, what are they, the Motorola Razr flip phones, I think it was. Just because like they looked so nice. They were like the hot shit for a while. And I'm like, man, I want one of those. Like I had a Motorola at one point, and it had, what was it? It was Motorola's like Moto game, the little like, what do you call it? Motorbike racing game. Oh my god, that was great fun. I wish I could play that on other stuff because I enjoyed it so much. I enjoyed the games that used to come on mobile phones back when obviously like you couldn't just access the internet. That wasn't a thing. And even if you were, it was to like purchase and download a ringtone kind of thing. So, oh man, yeah, I miss that shit. I miss playing all sorts of little like building things. I never had Snake on any of my phones. I'll tell you how fucking salty I was, because like as a teenager, I used to always steal my dad's phone when I was like waiting after like he finished work and stuff to go home, and I would be sitting there playing Snake for like 40 minutes to 2 hours waiting for him to finish up work so he could leave. And I'm like, at one point I got pretty good, and he's like, the funniest part was he started like showing off the what do you call it? He started showing off the high scores, saying that he did it, like literally taking credit for my high scores to anybody that would listen. And I'm like, you fucking asshole. I'm like, yeah, let's watch you play. And it's like